pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. He's checking. Crash.
Alert 3. Alert 3. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Here we go, D.
Brissett. He's got the hook up for Conley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Brissett. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Kill. Check. 25. Check 25.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
First down, Brissett. And he'll complete this one to Fulgham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Ready. Now the 52 right here. Let's go, D. Check. Crouch.
first carry now. This is Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
You don't want that? You don't want that?
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. On the ground, this is Johnson. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. 18 Gator. 54. Right 54. I got you. I got to go.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. For a lot of people, the MVP award means the quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
It's a gain of 8.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Come on, set. 70.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready. 50, plant. Yep. You remember me? Let's go, baby. 54, get it.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 35 on second down, Jones. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You played through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch it now.
From the gun, Jones. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Deshaun Hand able to record his 5th sack of the season. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will tie us at 3-3. Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Forced out to his left. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
We got double up.
They'll run it here with Logan. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Here we go.
On 3rd down, it's Logan. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now here's Ross. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
On the set. Check right now. All day, every day.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Set. 30 base. 5.
Jones to throw on third down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Watch QB drop. 57's Mike.
Brissett. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Brissett from the gun on third. He's going to go deep for Conley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Chris Conley, as the first half is winding down, and the Lions have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Ready up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll run here with Blanche. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Got it.
On first down, Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They run it with Blanche. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward only for about a couple there. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Jones, operating from the gun. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we've
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets down.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brissett.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Watch safety three. Watch safety three.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty, it helps a little, but they'll still have to navigate a 3rd and 9 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Ross on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try for
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Kendricks picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Jones. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check it out. Shift. Hey, switch gears. Joker.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the Giants' 47-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
There's a party now. Showing up. Showing up. Check 9. Check 9. Shift. 66. Pull it. High. Come on.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. And that's complete to Jesse James. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. 45 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Hey, alert 3. Alert 3. Okay. Spell. Slam. Yo. Motion.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones, that's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
On the double. Hey, Delta.
Ready?
Get it.
On first down, Jones. That's complete to John Ross. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down, Giants.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Giants.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And Barkley will try to punch it in.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pout.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as his guys are back within a single score. Important extra point up and through, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
It's our time. It's our time. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Watch the safety creep. He's coming. He's coming. Double up.
Again, it's Johnson. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Let's go.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They go to Johnson again. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Strip that ball.
Look at me. Zipper.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Check 37. Check 37.
Hey, exit. Hey, Sam off.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Here we go.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Detroit, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.